Hello everybody, this is Tarina. I am kind of right in the middle of making my wreath, but for my mother. However, that's going to be for her for Christmas, and this is going to be a gift box um, for her birthday, which is tomorrow. So it'll be my tomorrow, not your tomorrow, by the time this goes up. But I just figured I would show you guys how I did it. I have, I think it just came on with my silhouette. It was a box. I just typed in box in the search bar. It came up. I know the item that I want to put in it is a hair clip and a fancy hair clip. And it only, the box only needs to be like 3 by 3. So I decided, hi, I'm talking, huh? I got a new puppy, so she's wondering who I'm talking to. She's like, you're talking to somebody. What's going on here? Anyways, so I knew that the box only needed to be about 3 by 3, so I went ahead and selected both of them and shrunk it down so that the inner box here would be 3 inches. So that's what I have done so far. I picked my papers, cut them out. This will be the base, and this will be the top, and I just figured I would go ahead and decorate this up with you guys, so you can kind of show you guys, what you can do with a box. You don't have to just make it basic colors. You don't have to make it just cardstock, although you can definitely do that. You can even, like this one is craft cardstock, and then they, close to my heart, printed a clear embossing on it, so you can see that it's like wood grain almost, and I thought that would be a really nice base. And then this is, oh my goodness, I do not remember the name of it. I don't remember the name of it at all. Okay, so this is Grateful Heart from Close to My Heart. I believe it was, gosh, I want to say last year that it debuted, and it was one of my favorites. I just love that. So I was showing you guys what I'm also working on. I actually started the wreath before this project, but my mother's birthday is in December as well as Christmas, so I decided to make her a wreath for Christmas, and this box for her birthday. So, well, not the box for her birthday, but to house the gift for her birthday. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys this here, and if you are interested, I will leave the link to the wreath, the process video for my wreath. It is again sped up and will have a voiceover, so if it's not out already, then it will be soon. I usually put them, out fairly close together so that you're not missing out. But yeah, I'm just going to glue these together, and after I put some Distress ink on the edges, and I'm using my favorite Vintage Photo for that. I'm assuming I could have used maybe toffee for that if I wanted to use a Close to My Heart ink. However, I love Vintage Photo, and I have it, and I have a reinker for it, so I might as well use it, right? So that is what I went ahead and used for this. I think Vintage Photo is one of my all-time favorite distress inks. So I am using liquid glass on this. It's a liquid adhesive from Close to My Heart, and I love that stuff. I can use it on almost anything. So it works out pretty good that way. I'm going to go ahead and ink up the edges of this before I adhere it together, and then I'll have to ink up some more edges after I'm done, like the ones that are around the bottom. And this is pretty easy to do. I do have an ink, like a sponge, an inking sponge for each color that I own. That one, that took me quite a while to actually get all of the sponges for all of the colors, but I did it eventually. I mean, I don't even ink with all of them. There are several that I haven't, but actually I think I have inked with all of them now that I look at them. And the New England ivy, evidently, I really like because it's got a hole or like a chunk missing out of it. It's just one of those colors that you either use a lot or you know, don't use hardly at all. But so yeah, I'm also going to be using the liquid glass for this. It is just perfect adhesive for this. Holds them really well, bonds fast, and that's pretty much the reasoning. You really don't need a whole lot of it in order for it to work either, which is another thing that I really like, because so one bottle lasts quite a while. Of course, I do use my ATG gun. And for projects where you don't want it to have like a glue line or a liquid glue line, you probably don't want to use liquid glass for, because it does kind of dry in a liquid style. I don't know how to explain that. Like if you're trying to adhere like something to the face of something else, you probably wouldn't want to use liquid glass unless you were able to spread it all over the whole entire face, even in an even, you know, even spread, which it would dry really fast, I think, that way. So I just don't know that it would work. So what I'm doing is when I'm going over the top of this, I'm trying to make sure that the white in the background, I think it's actually linen color, but it's like an off-white, but not like on the warm tones, more on the cooler tones. And I want to make sure that that is more of a cooler tone, or warmer tone instead of a cooler tone. So I'm kind of going over all of it just to give it a little bit of a warm tone to it. I'm not using I'm not being really heavy-handed with it. So you're able to just pick up on the warmth of the, you know, the color behind it instead of actually seeing a lot of color like the corners are. So I made a lot of flowers for that wreath, and I decided, you know what, I have some extras. I might as well go ahead and use the extras. And then I was like, I may have extras, but I really would like to make more. So then I went through all of my what are these? Yeah, I lost the word for that one. It has been a while since I've done a voiceover. And I'm yawning constantly. I am so sorry about that. These, I don't remember what these are. Samples. Samplers. I'm pulling out my samplers. They no longer offer these, but these samplers, I pulled out the Grateful Heart collection from my samplers, and I'm going to go ahead and punch flowers out of this. So one of the great things about these paper samplers is that you not only can use them for creating cards or be used as photo mats, but you can make sure that when you have a project that all the colors coordinate. And that is one of the things that I really, really love about Close to My Heart. It's just all of the hard work is done for you, because they've spent the time finding out what colors coordinate with the with the pattern papers and all of that stuff. And so they offer cardstock that goes perfectly with all of the pattern papers that they offer, and it's just the embellishments, the colors, I mean the inks, all of it. They're all perfect. Like, it's just, they all go. And on top of that, you can change out whatever you want. Like if the paper pack main like focus color is pink and you wanted to do blue or purple or green, you can change things up. And they have a great color palette that actually, you know, goes with all of the different colors. So that is, you can change up, use the same paper pack and change it up, and it's awesome. I just love it. Makes my job so much easier. I don't know. I still have a whole bunch of old papers that I have not created with, just simply because I have to actually like put them into a kit, and I don't really want to do that until I know what photo or project I want to use them on. So, and once I find out what project or photo I want to use them on, then what are you doing there, Missy? Then, sorry, that was my puppy pulling on my chair. I was like, wait a minute, something's off here. Um, she's almost 3 months old, so she's a handful for sure. And right now she's extremely bored because mom's the only one home and she's bored. Just simply bored. She wants to go for a walk. Nice long walks through the bushes and the trees and all over the place, and mom's not doing that right now. I did earlier and I will later, but not right now. So that just makes her bored. So most likely she's going to go into one of the bedrooms and find something she's not supposed to have just because mom's distracted. So, your typical toddler. So anyway, so I'm inking up these edges just because I kind of want the whole thing to look a little bit on the distressed side. Um, that's, one of my mom's favorite styles is the distressed, aged, what would I call it? Like, Knights at the Round Table kind of aged look. And so that's kind of what I'm going for. All of these papers are white core. So they do have white on the edges when you punch them out or cut them. So for this, I decided, the box is already distressed with ink, so I'm going to go ahead and do that to all the flowers too. And I think I end up using all of the flowers on this. I may even make myself more. These punches, which I forgot to mention when I had them out, they're right up there at the top there. They are from McGill, and gosh, they are old. I don't even know when they came out. I think I purchased them or was given them from my aunt. She's a fellow paper crafter, and she's I don't know, like I said, she had them for a long time, and then either she sold them to me or gave them to me. I can't remember. It's been so long, and I've had them for a really long time too. So, but they are something that I'm really excited to have. Like, I still use them, and I don't know, to me it's quicker to punch them out with this many flowers, punch them out instead of cutting them on my electronic cutter. Or even die cutting with my Big Shot, it still saves time, because I can literally take approximately, I don't know, 10 seconds and cut out like 20 flowers. And so it's just, I don't know, I like the speed. I like the speed. I don't like the waste, but you really do get that same kind of waste whether you're die cutting with the Big Shot or with your electronic cutting machine. There's generally about the same amount of waste as far as paper, like in between the flowers and all that kind of stuff. So now I'm going to go ahead and put them together. I believe I have already used the corner of my paper piercer, which they have available from Close to My Heart on my Close to My Heart website. That's hellotarina.closetomyheart.com, and I'll leave that link in the description box below. But I am using these to make mini flowers, and I don't remember if I show you the whole entire process or not. I thought I cut out a lot of this because the flower making process is a long one, but they're so darn cute. Like, they're so cute. So why am I trimming these? I'm trimming these so they actually close up around the center better, like more than if they weren't. If they're not trimmed, like the crease in between each petal, where the petals connect, those can actually like squish together better if you have them trimmed a little farther in. So that's what I do for those when I want, want one to have a lot of layers. So I am going ahead and I think I use 3 flowers each. And for the centers, I just kind of ball up the, how do I say that? I use the end of a piercer or the paintbrush and I push the center down, and then I grab the petals and I just kind of squish them together until there's just a little ball at the very end. And then I hold onto the petals and add the glue to the bottom, and then stick it in the center of my next piece that's going in my next set of petals. So that is kind of how I do this. I don't know that I make you watch all of this. I thought that I cut some of it out. I might have to just cut some of it out if I just keep, keep going. Ah, look at that. I cut it out. So you can see up there in the top left corner-ish, I have my flowers made, and I'm going through and using my New England Ivy to darken the corner or the outer edges of these leaf sprigs. They are actually from, I believe, the Budding Peony set, I believe. From Close to My Heart, it was an older set. It's retired, and I do not believe that it is available right now. I loved that set. That was one of my favorites. But yeah, it was right when they first started coming out with their die cuts, and I was so excited. I was just like, there's no way I'm passing this one up. And I'm so glad I didn't pass it up, because this is like, I love the leaves and the flowers there, and the stamp set. It's just so gorgeous. And one of these times I'll actually make a project with it, but again, so I'm very glad to have it. Now I'm taking an old stylus, and it has two small ends, and I'm just adding in a line, kind of where the center line for a leaf would be, and I'm just adding a line in there. And then at first I was going to, kind of bend in the back sides to make it more, what is that word, bent, bubbled, whatever, like a leaf is. Some leaves anyways. And then I decided, you know what, I'm not going to take that much time. Not going to take that much time. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the leaves. And now I'm just going to figure out exactly how I want them, which somehow I just placed them right where I wanted them. That usually never happens. I'm just going to try out a couple of different things and kind of get an idea as to what I want where. And I thought that looked cute. And I don't want them hanging too far off the box. I mean, I could, but I think with this particular pattern, I don't want to take away from all of the flowers and decoration that's on the box already. So I just want to keep those leaves just barely off the edge, so that it's not too distracting from like the florals and the decoration on the around the edges of the box. I don't actually add anything because I thought that the lid was fairly busy all on its own, so I just didn't want too much going on. So, yeah. And my glue of choice for these are hot glue. It's kind of a quick thing, and oh my goodness, I don't even remember when I did it, but one of these, I burnt my pinky so bad. Like, instead of putting glue, I don't remember what I did. I put glue directly on my finger instead of on the flower, or I accidentally like swiped it with my pinky, and it was bad. It like boiled the fat under my skin, so I had bubbles underneath of my skin, and my skin started to bubble up, and I was just like, oh, it was not nice. It burnt. It burnt. I even went and got up. I don't remember when it was, but one of these times I will actually get up. I'll probably pause it before I get up, but I get up and I actually go and get an ice pack, and I'll keep my hand over to the left-hand side on the like block of ice because it hurt so much. It really did. It was And it hurt for like, I don't know, it took a week just to get to where I felt like it wasn't, like it was actually starting to heal. So it was just, it was rough. It was painful, but you know, sometimes moms are worth that pain. Okay, not just moms, just paper crafting. Yeah, paper crafting. Making something I know somebody else will enjoy. Bring joy to them, or bring out the joy that is in them. So when I place these down, I'm trying not to place like a blue by a blue or an orange by an orange. I just kind of want to make them a little bit more on the random side so that they don't look like, you know, blue clusters growing together or anything like that. I do have a couple of lighter colored ones together just because there's such a dramatic difference in size that I thought it looked okay. But like the blue ones or the orange ones, I just didn't want, I don't know, I didn't want too many of them together. So this tag is from the Fancy Tags die set from Close to My Heart. It is one of my favorite tag sets. I do hope they bring it back in different sizes, or they bring back a new set of tags, because that set, I loved it. I really, really did love it. So, and I know a lot of other consultants loved it as well. So, yeah, I decided, I don't even remember what I decided. I don't remember if I stamped it on there. I think I said, I don't know, I think I looked for a happy birthday. Just a little something. Ah, yes, 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 yes. So in the, it's not the tags, it's in the decorative strips. There's a, like a zip strip where you actually like tear open, you know, whatever it is that you're opening. And there's a die for that. And then these are the sentiments that go with that strip so that you can, like, say, open here, or um, uh, let's celebrate, or whatever you want, pull here, anything like that that you want to do. And then I just went ahead and stamped it on the, I think there was a happy birthday, and I'm really struggling with these little things here, but eventually I get it. So, and then I think I handwrite to mom or something like that. Yep, I handwrite something. Can't read what it is from here. Yep, to mom, I think. Probably in my horrible handwriting. Well, she'll know it's from me. And yeah, so I'm just going to go ahead and stick that in there, but I want to make sure that I'm not hiding the words, right? So it does stick out a little bit longer than I thought. And wow, that fade out was awesome. I don't remember why I faded that out, but that was nice. And I'm going to go ahead and glue some more right behind that tag back in there so that it just looks finished. It doesn't look like it was just placed there at the last minute. Um, I'm noticing I'm doing ums. I'm umming a lot. And I don't know where those tweezers went, but I really wish I could find them again. They're handy dandy for small work. And I have no idea what brand it is, or they are, but, and of course I can't find them, so I could go ahead and switch out my tweezers for my old ones, which I do have, and I know where they are, so you can guess which ones are going to be used the most. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think I'm looking at, oh, yes, I'm looking at bling. I have a all that glitters drawer over here on the left hand side of my desk, and it holds everything that glitters except for my glitter. Yeah, except for my glitter. It does all my sparklies except for my glitter. So I have pearls, I have flat back sequins, and one of my neighbors, um, when we lived in the RV park, she was a crafter as well, which was pretty awesome. And she gave me these rhinestones, and they are so gorgeous. Like, she has awesome taste that way. But I have a lot of projects that in mind with them, but I haven't been able to get to any of them. So this way I was able to use them, and it goes perfect with the vintage tone of this whole entire box. And I actually end up using them on my wreath as well. So thank you, Amy, if you ever watch this. Thank you for these. But yeah, I'm kind of just putting them, yeah, several of them in the center there, and it just adds, like, I don't know, it added the perfect right, or perfect right, that's just like two wrongs. It added the perfect amount of bling, just perfect amount of shine. So I was really excited about that. And of course, my liquid glass is acting up because, you know, it likes to do that a lot. So these little guys were kind of tedious work. I was trying again to get the hang of using my uh, what is it called? My quick stick, quicker poker picker upper. And for those of you who have been following me or watching my videos, you know that I just realized not too long back that I could take the whole end out, and I was amazed. So I'm getting used to, you know, doing the Edward Scissorhands thing with many different pokey things and glue and all of those things at my fingertips at the same time, and it is a little bit of a challenge, but eventually I get the hang of it right when I stop needing to use it, so of course. And then for the bigger roses, I go in with, ooh, what was that? I want to say 8mm, 7mm, 8mm. I can't read it from here. Flatback pearls that I have had for ages, like, when I mean ages, probably about 10 years. Like, I have used them in a lot of projects. So once I was debating on whether I wanted to add the same not sequin, rhinestone to all of my little flowers, and then I decided, you know what, I should just do that. It would make the decision making a lot easier or quicker, and it'll still look gorgeous. So that's what I decided to go with. Now, if you ever use your, say, hot glue to put down, I keep wanting to say sequins, rhinestones, you can, and you misplace them or put them in the wrong spot or need to, like, remove them, you can heat it up with your heat gun or heat tool, and it will soften the glue, and then you can pull it up. But you will still have your glue, like your melted glue on there. So do be very careful, and you know, you do need to realize that you will still have the remnants of your glue in that spot. So yeah, there it is. I really should have slowed that down for you guys. I'm sorry about that. Usually when I do close-ups, I tend to slow it down, but life has been so crazy right now. I'll have to explain that in the next video, or in one of my videos. I might actually do a face-on video so that you guys can meet my little rascal. So I do go ahead and use this yellow. It does get changed out for a different, for a more suitable tone, like not quite so cheery, tissue paper to be a little bed for my hair clip for my mother. But I hope you guys enjoyed this process. If you did, give me a thumbs up or a like and subscribe. I'd love to have you if you're new, if you would like to be a new subscriber. That'd be awesome. Yeah, I encourage you guys to try it too. It's not really too difficult, and it's a fun process, which is, kind of why one of the reasons I do it. And she really loved it. So, just a way to decorate your boxes and, jazz them up. I hope you guys have a great day. Thanks for watching. Bye.